30 years ago, a small group of scientists from Stanford University and the University of California in Berkeley began experimenting with microwave oscillators and particle accelerators. In the days when high-energy radiation was still a frightening word to most of us, this group of men formed a company called Applied Radiation. They located in Walnut Creek, California, just outside of San Francisco, and began using their skills and knowledge to make tremendous strides in the fields of science, industry, and medicine. They became a company with a lot of firsts. In 1953, the first linear accelerator was manufactured for industrial use. In the early 1960s, the first linear accelerator marketed for medical use. The first linear accelerator manufactured with electron capability. This company manufactured and marketed more linear accelerators for research and investigation than any other company. High-energy radiation therapy has come a long way since a small group of scientists began a company called Applied Radiation. In 1974, the company was bought by Siemens and became Siemens Medical Laboratories Incorporated in 1978. The knowledge and expertise of Siemens Medical Laboratories have come together with the high-technology capabilities of Siemens of Germany to begin a new generation of linear accelerators for medical use. Mevatron 67, Mevatron 74, Mevatron 77. The Mevatron, sleek, simple, clean, compact. Here at Emmanuel Hospital in Omaha, Nebraska, Dr. David Harter talks about radiation therapy and the tools he uses in his work.
In the beginning of treatment, we show the data that tells us the tumor target, and that shows us the alignment. The tech and I, we discuss it. And again, it helps to give a very concrete knowledge of the patient's cancer to the technologists. There are many fallout benefits to it beyond just accurate daily treatment and reassurance for the tech that, in this case, it's a curative intent treatment. You know, stakes are high. Any kind of excessive zeal for perfection is justified here because, again, we're trying to cure this patient. The fallout benefits go beyond that, though, because a patient might ask, Carol, how big is my cancer? You know, they maybe don't want to ask me, or I'm not available. They'll ask her, well, she saw it, we went over it. And she can say, you know, it's really very small. It's a part of your prostate, and the whole gland isn't but, 3-4 centimeters across, something like that. So the explanations are justifiable. The time we spend is repaid in more than one way. There's a tremendous amount of attention to the quality of the equipment you work with. It's just the contractor and his tools, exactly the same. Probably been that way from the beginning of man. Some people are very fussy about their tools. Well, these are our tools, and unfortunately we can't purchase them ourselves. And all we can do is work with the hospital. Hopefully we get in at an early stage in the development of this service in the hospital and show the hospital that the purchase of one kind of equipment is advantageous vis-a-vis another. If we can pass the first hurdle, get in early on the development of the service and convince the hospital there is an advantage to having the very best that your money can buy in this realm.
The principle of a linear accelerator, or LINAC, is very simple. Basically, a linear accelerator consists of a microwave power system, injector gun, an accelerator waveguide, a target, and a defining head. Electrons are accelerated nearly to the speed of light in order to achieve the desired energy and in this way reach deep-seated tumors. The object is to propel a beam of radiation directly at a given volume without affecting the surrounding areas. Our Mevatrons are extremely precise. They work like this. The power supply provides a high voltage power to the modulator, which converts the direct current to high energy pulses. These pulses drive the microwave power source, which is a high power amplifier tube. Pulses of microwave frequency power from the tube are coupled to the acceleration waveguide designed to build up a standing microwave field. Electrons are shot into this field by the electron gun, a heated cathode with a Pierce focusing device. The first few cavities of the waveguide form the bunching area. This area bunches the pulsed electrons and adapts their phase to the high-frequency standing wave. When these electrons are accelerated close to the speed of light, a high-energy beam with a narrow energy bandwidth is produced. The electron beam leaves the accelerating waveguide and goes into the achromatic bending system. This bending system filters out the electrons that are above or below the desired energy level, stabilizes the spot position of the beam on the compound target. The target is a thin gold layer with an absorber, which is necessary to get a clean photon beam. Next, the therapeutic useful beam is defined by a stepped primary collimator which reduces scattered radiation, then passes through a specially designed flattening filter. The result is a perfect photon beam of very narrow energy, flattened with minimal electron contamination, ideally suited to high-energy cancer radiation treatment. This is the control console, a simple, functional design to ensure easy, error-free handling. Let's watch a photon treatment setup. Switch main key lock to program, press X-ray and rotate for photon mode with rotational treatment. Press arc and enter value. Errors are easily corrected by pressing arc again and entering correct value. Then press dose and enter value. The entered dose value shows on primary dose. Secondary dose is set up automatically. Time is calculated automatically and includes a safety margin. Time continues to flash until you press accept. The setting up procedure is completed. Turn key to ready. If ready lights up, all safety interlocks are satisfied. Turn key to radiation on and hold in position for 3 seconds. Display instruments will run until treatment is completed, terminated, or interrupted. Radiation switches off automatically and treatment complete lights up. Now all safety interlocks have to be checked. Circuits check out. Turn the key to program and press clear. All settings have been canceled and the machine is ready for the next patient. High-energy Mevatrons also have the capability of electron beam treatment. For electron treatment, this easy-to-handle applicator is being attached to a Mevatron 74. The design of the new Mevatron generation is the result of the most advanced technology in therapeutic machines. Maximum care has been taken to ensure the safety and comfort of patient, doctor, and technologist. The head of therapy here in Sedro Woolley, Washington, is Dr. Nick Muff. Technically, it works like this. Electrons are accelerated in the waveguide and bent through the achromatic beam bending system, while the energy is narrowed to the desired bandwidth and the position of the beam is stabilized. Now, instead of having a target in the path of the beam is allowed to hit a very thin scattering foil. A very thin foil will scatter the electron beam in the form of a Gaussian distribution. A very thick foil will widen the curve but produce photon radiation and decrease the beam energy. The Siemens Mevatron uses a two-foil system for ideal dispersion of electrons with almost no photon production. This same double-foil system has made it possible to design a lightweight variable electron collimator for square and rectangular fields between 6 by 6 centimeters and 20 by 20 centimeters. When electron is pressed, the target, flattening filter, and photon dosimetry assembly will automatically slide out of the beam path, and the double foil, along with the electron dosimetry assembly, will slide in. The versatility of the Mevatron allows for special techniques. The patient setup is easy on this motorized turntable, developed for the treatment of mycosis fungoides by Dr. Palati Kirti Kumar at the University of Nebraska. The ingenuity of Dr. Kumar shows us just how much can be done with very simple materials. The continuous rotation of the patient eliminates the overlapping of fixed fields and results in a better distribution of the dose. And what about safety precautions against radiation hazards due to human or machine errors? The Mevatron has an almost foolproof dosimetry system for the photon as well as the electron beam. Any failure of the controlled parameters causes an immediate cutoff of radiation. The primary dose ionizing chamber measures total radiation coming out of the target or the dual foil system. Once the amount of radiation has been reached, the chamber gives out a signal to discontinue radiation. If high or low dose occurs, an interlock mechanism shuts off radiation. There is another 5 ionizing chamber assembly which is a multifunction safety system. It measures the secondary dose and discontinues radiation if the primary dose fails to do so. This chamber also monitors the dose rate, monitors the symmetry of the beam by comparing chambers B, D, and CE, monitors field flatness by comparing A with B, C, D, E. If any parameter changes during treatment, the interlock circuit immediately terminates radiation and displays the cause. An accessory code interlock system, standard with all machines, ensures that the correct accessory is being used. Verification systems can also be used, as Carol Schneider explains.
With the card, there's no way that you can treat any patient incorrectly because all the parameters have to be exact. And at the end of the day, you would realize that every patient that you did treat was treated correctly because of the use of the verification system. And it is very reassuring to have that security about the treatment of the patient, to know that you have treated every patient correctly.
If card and setup agree, radiation may begin. If they don't match up, treatment will not begin until corrections are made or the key is turned to bypass. The Siemens Mevatron system is available in more than 60 countries throughout the world. With Siemens' superior service and quality, the Mevatron system is an important weapon in cancer treatment today. Mevatron, a machine of safety, handling ease, reliability, and precision. Mevatron, because the quality of life matters.